Hello, everybody, and let me introduce you to the beautiful Emma, who has been working with me for some time now, changing her life for the better, empowering herself and shining her beautiful light for others. So, welcome, Emma. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit and tell people about you and what you do?
Hello, thanks for having me. Hi everyone, I'm Emma and I live not too far away from Joe, and I am a facial reflexologist and a gua sha facialist, as well as a Tropic skincare ambassador. I live with my little boys and my dog, and that's me.
Beautiful life.
Happy little life.
So, what did life look like, she says, before you did your first program with me?
Well, a bit chaotic. And I was 2.5 years ago. So even though I knew you, I wasn't working with you. 2.5 years ago, I kind of hit rock bottom physically, mentally. I was drinking a lot. I just could not cope with anything going on around me. Lots of issues that had happened in my life that I just put on the back burner and thought I'd forgotten about them, and they weren't affecting me, and everything was marvelous. And I've always had a spiritual awareness, but didn't really act on it. Dabbled in meditation and loved it, but that really was it. And then I didn't want medication. I'd been down that road. I didn't want to go through that again. And I thought, okay, what can I do? And my brother said to me, download the Headspace app. It's going to help you. And you know, when somebody says think of nothing, you're like, oh, everything like comes into your head.
Yes.
You don't know what you're supposed to do. I could manage 30 seconds on the Headspace app every morning when I got up, and that was all I could do. But I just felt, even for a minute after, just felt a little bit clearer. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't woo-woo. And I am now all about the woo-woo. So all about the woo-woo. So I just went onto YouTube and I just did spiritual guided meditation. And I was aware of chakra work. I loved chakras and things like that before, but again, never really researched it and did much about it. And that's how it started, really. And my life was getting better through meditation, through journaling, through yoga, and just feeling calmer about myself, taking the pressure off myself. I then started Tropic because it had really helped me mentally. And I thought, if I can help somebody else, then amazing. And there was something, didn't know what, but there was something that was just stopping me moving forward, or kind of embracing the whole spiritual thing. And I randomly tried to do an inner child meditation with Louisa Hay. And I think I was 10 seconds in and I panicked and thought, you're not doing this because this is going to be too hard. And then I saw you on your page, as I had done for ages,
probably,
before, but it made me sit up, and you did a reading for me, right. And it was in a child, and I thought, well, if that's not a sign, what is it? And you just said to me, you know where I am, and I thought, do I do this or not? And I knew I couldn't do the inner child on myself. I didn't want to go there. I needed somebody to guide me there, but I needed somebody I trusted to guide me there. That was the thing for me, because I knew you and I trusted you.
Was there. Yeah.
Trust you. I think for something like that, you know, and I think because you knew a little bit about me, I needed you to take me through, and I knew I'd be safe going through it. So it was a bit chaotic, you know, and it was starting to get better, but I had a massive block that I could not shift on my own, and I needed help.
But we shifted that in the first session. Some of it, at least.
Transformational.
The first session was very powerful, wasn't it, for you? I remember that. I don't often remember what's going on, but sometimes I just recall these powerful moments, which is amazing to watch. So perfect. And you've continued, haven't you, to do your own stuff, and you've been back for another session, because as we all know, things come up to the surface again for the next layer to drop.
I know, it's never normal, is it? It's never plain sailing. Just like stay on the one block and then you're like, hello.
Let's get the next bit.
Let's get the next one.
So that's amazing. So yeah, well done you. You really deserve that success and happiness that you're walking into now. So how would you say working with me has changed your life? Hopefully for the better.
Self-belief.
Good.
And stepping into the power that we've all got. And that's not an obnoxious power.
Yeah.
You know, we're all successful within our own right.
Absolutely.
We've all got dreams, we've all got aspirations, but your ego likes to tell you it's nice to say, you know, play safe and don't take that big step, which actually can put you in more turmoil, which it was doing for me.
Absolutely.
I knew what I wanted, but I was too scared to go and get it. And I had like loads, so I mean, as you know, so much came up for me, things that I didn't even think were an issue. Like, I'm a single parent, I have been since day one. It's never bothered me. I just get on with it. Never even in a million years yet. And the latest work I've done with you, that's all that kept coming up, wasn't it? Was that I'm a single parent, and I was like, I didn't even know this was a problem in my life, you know.
But it's up and out now, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm not afraid to be me.
Perfect.
You know, I'm not afraid to tell people that I am a little woo-woo. And also I've come to the realization that we all have our own little tribe. We all have our tribe. And sometimes we stick with the tribe because it's easier to do that. But it's not always the right tribe for you. Now, the right tribe is not going to come in to fall into your lap tomorrow, you know. It's a journey of discovery. And it's given me the confidence to go and find those people who resonate with me and I resonate with them, and develop new friendships. And it's okay, and give myself permission that I can be successful.
You are successful.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's great. It's a real big step, isn't it? A trust and a leap of faith sometimes. And when we don't believe in ourselves, that's really hard to bring through. So you've done really, really well. So
I think it's worse because you're battling against yourself all the time.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not afraid of failing. I'm not afraid of going down like the wrong, detouring a little bit now, you know, because nothing's plain sailing. Whereas before I was like, oh God, well, what if I do that? And then that happens. And then you've thought 10 years in the future before you've even done the first thing to get you tomorrow, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, huge transformation, and it's given me the confidence to work through, not be frightened of my blocks that now come up. I can recognize them. I know my triggers. I know also when I'm feeling a bit like, oh my God, there's so much going on at the moment, that it's okay to be like, well, do you know what? I'm just going to go and watch Netflix today. I'm going to take that pressure off, and I'm just going to sit back, put my feet up, and do what I need to do for me today.
Listening to your body. Perfect.
Yeah.
Feeding your soul. Amazing. Because that's hard. As women, we often just do what we think is right for everybody else, and we miss ourselves out, don't we, so often?
Totally.
So well done, you. Perfect, you. Well done. So what would you say to anybody who's thinking of booking on a session or a workshop or maybe a mentoring program?
Oh my God, do it. You can be the most spiritual person who has the most consistent routine every single day, but you will never ever get out of it from doing it yourself. You're never going to go as deeply on your own because subconsciously you're stopping yourself from going there. And then when you've got somebody with you, and Jo is so gentle. I mean, things that I was experiencing, I mean, they weren't nasty, you know, they weren't frightening or horrible, but they were deeply upsetting, some of them. You know, I closed doors on things, like I literally closed a door and put a key through a letterbox to my old family home. That was hard, really hard. But there's no way I would have let myself do that on my own. And I think when you've got somebody that you trust who is so gentle, And Jo knows. It's really weird. You're in like a hypnotic state. And every single time Jo is like, can you tell me that? Can you show me that? Can you explain that to me? And she will know by my voice if I want to go or not. And she'll say, you know, are you safe here? Are you happy to come here? And if at any minute I would have said no, I know full well Jo would have brought me back. You know, she's with you. She literally is holding your hand every step of the way of every experience that you go through. And you have to face those fears in order to progress in life. And I would absolutely 100% work with Jo. And I do think it's something I will do regularly with you, because those things always come up. There's always going to be something that comes up that I know I'm not able to do on my own. You know, and it's just having, and Jo's a friend now. You know, I mean, we've known each other for 11 years. You did baby massage with my eldest, but we've just developed a really lovely relationship.
Connection.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just, sometimes you think, oh God, you know, no one's going to understand me if I just say I've got this limiting belief over whatever, or I'm trying to manifest this and nothing's happening. And sometimes I think I haven't got anybody to talk to about that, because they'll think I'm completely cuckoo. Whereas I can message Jo and she's like, got it, get you.
Right there with you.
Yeah, and that's it. You've got somebody, like, not only are you there for the sessions and Jo's there for the sessions, you've actually got a lot of continuation with Jo being there. You just know she's there, you know, like that if you need her. So I would hands down highly recommend working with Jo.
Perfect. It's been a pleasure to watch you flow. It's been amazing, because I've literally seen you bloom, open and bloom. It's just fab. I love it. That's why I love what I do. So how can people get hold of you if they'd like to come and have their face sculptured or learn how to do it in the nicest possible way? Where can they find you?
Website's work in progress. It's like everything, literally I've had an awakening and everything's like, you've got to do this. And I'm like, whoa, hang on, you can only do one thing at a time. So website's work in progress, but I've got my Facebook group, which is called The Facial Alchemist. If you want to come in, I do, oh my God, everything about me, everything about my life. We have a laugh, we have fun. I do makeup looks, I do a lot of skincare tips, I do a lot of holistic well-being on how to look after yourself on the inside out, and how to kind of escape from life, the daily throes of life. Sometimes, you know, you're in my group, Jo. It is a bit of a
den. It's a bit of a den. I always call it Emma's den.
Emma's den. I like that.
Emma's den.
Cool. So if you want to come on in, I'd love to see you, and we just have daily chats, a bit of fun, and you might learn something. You never know.
Absolutely. So I will pop the link on the review for you so that people can find you. All right. Cool. Wow, it's been a blessing and an honor to have you, and thank you so much for popping on and sharing your experience with everybody, because as you know, real people's experiences are much better than mine when I'm trying to tell people. So thank you so much, Emma, for joining me. And that's a pleasure, and good luck with your group and your business expansion, which sounds very exciting, which of course is another tip. When we let go of our inner traumas, we gave room to whatever we want. So
100%, yeah, absolutely.
All right then, so lots and lots of love, and a big thank you for being here, and I shall see you in your den very soon. Take care.